maybe they have a horrible story like this, and you're there making assumptions, and you're there treating them a different way, based on what you think when you don't know anything about them. Alright, welcome back to Monster Hunter World. This time I'm going to try really hard to make this video short, just so you can get the message of what I want to say, which is actually really, it's something that I have for a very long time, I was going to say always, but not always, but a very long time have dealt with, which is like just judgment, like people judging me. It was mainly when I was in school, both in America and in Brazil. Sorry, just getting my bearings here. And it's something that I've learned to, well, not do. I used to do it too, to people. I've learned to not do it again, which is just judging people, just literally judging people. I'm saying this because I watched a video, and I'm gonna post it here for you guys. I watched a video from Les Brown, which is a great motivational speaker. If you're into personal development and stuff like that, I highly recommend listening to his videos, his audios and stuff like that. It's freaking amazing. Oh god, and I am right in the middle of it. Let's not do that. Anyways, which he speaks about this. Sorry, I haven't done a video in a while, and I'm just really trying to get my brain around everything about judging. He speaks a story. I'm going to briefly sum it up for you, but you're going to listen to it. He briefly speaks a story about this guy that in his neighborhood, that they used to call him Chicken Man. And he used to drive in a car with like a chicken horn or something like that, and a chicken or something on his head, like a feather or something, or on his car. I don't remember the whole story exactly, because I want to also show it to you guys. And the reason why he actually, and they spoke to him, and he acted like a chicken, and he was like making chicken noise all the time and stuff like that. He was a bit weird. But there's a reason why he acted that way, and it goes into this whole thing of judging people. Like, as I'm saying, like, you should never judge somebody independently, even if it's something good, like, oh, that person is always funny and stuff like that, or like, okay, it's something a bit more positive, but it's just try not to make opinions of people when you don't know them, or even when you do know them. Like, you never know 100% of somebody to know that this is how they're acting and stuff like that. So anyways, this is the clip I want to show you guys, and when you come back from it, I'm probably going to be in battle here. This is why I don't want to judge people, and I try very hard not to create opinions about people.
The Capitol there, and observe people as they came by. There was one particular person that all of us knew. The children, adults, everybody used to pick at him when he came by. We called him Chicken Man. He had a feather in his hat. He had a toy chicken on top of his car that he would drive around the area in downtown, blinking his lights and occasionally blowing his horn. When he got out of his car, he would walk downtown with a baby carriage with two little baby dolls in there and a picture of a woman. And when you say something to him or came near him, you would hear him making the sounds of a chicken. All of us used to laugh at Chicken Man. We didn't know Chicken Man's story. Chicken Man woke up one morning around 3 a.m. and his house was on fire. He panicked and he got out of the window and left quickly, only to get outside to hear his children and his wife screaming for help. He ran back to the door to go in to save them, and the flames were too hot, too awesome. He tried to get in, he couldn't get in. He was desperate, frantic. Pretty soon the cries stopped. They perished in the fire. His brother-in-law came, found out that his sister had died and his niece is in the fire, grabbed Chicken Man and started beating him. You chicken, why did you save my sister? You're chicken, you're chicken. When the people pulled him off Chicken Man, they picked him up and said, are you all right? And Chicken Man looked at him and he started making the sounds of a chicken. He never ever overcame that tragedy. He was stuck from that experience.
I feel so, I get upset. I literally get upset just listening to it, because it's a sad freaking story. Like, you know, he went with his instinct. He just ran away. And because his life was in danger, like, you know, a lot of people would do. And unfortunately at the time, again, I don't know anything about him, he didn't think about, oh my God, I have a family in there that are gonna, you know, they might not run away, etc. And it wasn't until it was too late that he could, you know, think to himself like, oh my goodness, I screwed up. And to see the level of trauma that a human can go through, it's insane. Like, he thought he was a chicken. He acted like a chicken. That's the level of trauma. So that's why I try to tell people, and again, I try to keep it to myself as well, to not judge people, to not make opinions, because you don't know. Like, oh my goodness, you don't know what somebody is going through. And you're there making assumptions, and you're there treating them a different way, based on what you think, when you don't know anything about them. So at the end of it all, whenever you meet somebody new, or even when you're talking to your old friends, your family, whatever, just try your best not to create opinions about, you know, why they're acting this way, or they said this thing, and what they did hurt you, whatever. Just, they have their reasons, as you do have your own reasons for the way you act and you do things. And you know that sometimes when you do things and people complain, you're like, but you don't know me, you don't know what I've been through. It's like, well, exactly, you know, if you don't tell people, if you don't explain it to them, and you don't have to, you know, a lot of things are really personal and you might not be comfortable with it, but just don't expect people to read your mind, you know, the same way that you can't read anybody else's mind and know exactly what they're going through, and, you know, justify it as to why they're acting that way, or etc. So please keep that in mind, because as I said in the beginning, I suffered a lot of bullying when I was a kid and stuff. Ouch. Because people judged me, and, you know, kids, teenagers, we all suck when we're young. And nobody really just like took the time to get to know me and stuff like that. And I really felt it. So yeah, keep that in mind, because if you can be just a little bit better, you know, tomorrow, and then a little bit better the next day, you're making every day better, not just for you, but for everybody around you. So yeah, I hope that helped you get a little bit more of an insight, and I hope that you understood what I'm trying to say, but it should be very clear. And I'm gonna finish this quest, and I will see you in the next video.